and purpose to apply to be a Supreme Court judge so that we have a discourse with the JC on a few matters. But in the meantime, I've made an application to the University of Nairobi to take over Professor Kagwanja's job. This is the reason. His concept is theoretical and conjectural. It cannot be applicable to uplift the education system in Kenya, to change the domestic policy for purposes of entrenching an international policy. Why do I say so? The education system in Kenya can only give you 6 products. Men and women to work in the National Youth Service, men and women to work in the Kenya Forest Service, men and women to work in the Kenya Wildlife Service, men and women to work in the National Police Service, men and women to work in the Kenya Defense Forces, and recently, as my friend President William Samoei Ruto, men and women to work in the affordable housing system. That is deplorable. There is no way we can develop with an education system producing these 6 facets of men and women. And back to your question, we have the majority of the available natural resource. The first factor of production is land itself. It's here in Africa, it's here in Kenya. What do we need to get out of land? We need to get food out of land. We need to get energy out of land. You understand? We need to get minerals out of land. We cannot get minerals, energy, and food out of land, yet our tail-end education system is producing those 6 people. And Dr. Obongi alluded to it at one point in time. He emphasized the function of art in education, which is very pivotal. On Saturday, we had this discussion, almost nearing a fight with my son. He said he's determined. He's taking physics, mathematics, and chemistry. I told him, please, have some geography and history because I purpose to buy a chopper, and there is no way we'll be flying without you knowing where we're going. He said, no, I'm determined. And the reason why America is going to succeed is not producing those 6. America is producing individuals with the wherewithal, with the ability to harness the earth for purposes of getting food, fuel, and minerals. You understand? And to close this topic, because America is the superpower, and it will remain a superpower for as long as the word superpower must remain in the world dictionary. I'll tell you what. Today, America does not need men to board a ship to go to Iran. It does not need men to board a ship to go to Venezuela. It does not need men to board a ship to go to Nigeria, Somalia, or any other country. It just needs a few men at the Situation Room to say, yep, detonate. And it's done. So to that extent, therefore, Donald Trump or any other American president has reached actualization of the American dream. We don't need the world population to grow. We just need a few men and women who can harness the natural resources that are available on earth. And to the extent that the education system in Kenya cannot foresee that, project how to position itself, will continue being on the menu, will never move from the menu and sit on the table.